Hi, I'm Jeff Sibbach. If anyone in here is a realtor, please stand up. I'm just kidding. Okay. P.E.N.N.S. P.E.N.N.S is my video strategy and the core reason why the Sibbach team has grown 1,000% over the past 6 years. I want to kick us off with a bang, so I created this neighborhood video as an example of what I'm talking about when I say video strategy. Phil, as part of my business, is going to help us out. Let's see what it's about.
One thing that makes Arcadia great is its great public schools, starting with Hopi Elementary and Ingleside. Arcadia High School is the cornerstone, but it's also super close to the top-rated private schools such as Phoenix Country Day, Brophy, and Xavier. You cannot help but be drawn to this neighborhood because of the irrigated lots, creating the grass-lined streets, an appeal that is found nowhere else in the valley, reminiscent of a Midwestern town in the middle of the desert.
Hi, I'm Gilbert. I'm part of the Sibbach team, one of the working agents here in Arcadia, and I call Arcadia home. This is in front of one of my favorite restaurants, Steak 44. Great food, and don't be surprised if you run into some professional sports personnel. It's a great area. People love this restaurant. They call it home. Arcadia is a highly sought after area, and we'd love to find you the perfect home here.
Arcadia is full of great nightlife and entertainment. We're here at one of Arcadia's most popular restaurants. The food is fabulous. Postino's. Actually, I'm here for happy hour looking for Phil. La Grande Orange is a must visit when visiting Arcadia, or even if you're a local resident looking to walk or bike to a place to eat, whether it's for lunch, breakfast, or dinner. If you're looking for a tip, go with the vegetarian pizza. It's one of my favorites. We're on a quiet street in Arcadia, a typical street, except that this home was the home of the director of Jaws, Indiana Jones, Steven Spielberg. I mean, he directed E.T. You could even see it now as he rolled up on his bicycle with an alien in the basket. But I mean, this is what we see throughout Arcadia. Is quiet streets, families playing outside, obviously a place that you'd like to call home. When you're looking for your next Arcadia home, or maybe looking to get out of your last Arcadia home and into the new one, visit sibbach.com. We're ready to help you with your next move.
Thanks, Phil. So put your hand in the air if you do not like how you look on video. Yeah. You're not alone, right? The good news is we're not alone. Even though I don't like how I look on video, even though you don't like how you look on video, the truth is that what you see on film is how you look every day. Whether you like it or not, this is your sexy face. You need to get out of your own way, because video is the key to market domination, and it's taking over the world. And you're letting your appearance, something you cannot change, get in the way. It's time to get over yourself. over your bad self, right? People are glued to their mobile devices, much like each of you are right now while I'm speaking, right? But now, 52% of homes are found by buyers on the mobile device. I'm about to share with you my video strategy, which is how I'm winning on the mobile device. Because they, buyers and sellers, can watch it where and when they want on demand. The question I have for each of you is, why are you relying on old methods of marketing to reach your prospects and clients? Consumers, meaning buyers and sellers, are having their attention being stolen away from these old forms of marketing. What this means is they're watching less TV. Are you aware that TV's had a good run, right? YouTube is on pace to pass TV as the #1 content provider in the world. Yeah, hey-oh, right? Consumers are now on their phone while they're doing other things. As they read their mail, right? There goes the just sold postcard. Right? As they wait in line at the store, consumers are giving most of their attention to social media and the apps on their phone as they can control what and when they consume this content. I love video because of two major benefits. The first, obvious, the visual. I know, easy one, right? Video works because most people prefer to watch their content versus read their content. But why video is going to continue to be and continue to work and even more powerful in the future is because of the second benefit, the audio. Right? Two benefits, visual, audio. I love my morning walks listening to podcasts. Listening to the Gary V audio experience, right? I like the Daily Dose. Heck, I've even released my own podcast called Real Estate 2020, a podcast about the daily workings of the Sibbach team. You can Google Sibbach, you heard how to spell it, S-I-B-B-A-C-H, Real Estate 2020 to listen. But most importantly, video can double as your own podcast. So now that you've been brought up to speed on why video, let's get into the Real Estate 2020 video strategy. The acronym I want you to write down is P.E.N.N.S. Each letter stands for one of the 5 types, right? 2 N's of the videos we shoot. And as a bonus at the end, I'm going to leave you with the 5 how-tos for production of the 200 videos you're going to shoot over the next year. Are you all with me? Yeah, hey-oh, right? So the acronym is P.E.N.N.S, but I'm going to do it backwards because, SNET just doesn't roll off the tongue like P.E.N.S does. So the S stands for storytelling. Why does storytelling work? Because people buy people. Too often we're having a conversation with someone we met over the internet or through email, and we're trying to win with words. This is the old way. A telephone conversation. Instead of pictures, the real estate traditionalists call it a people business. But we're not communicating enough to consumers the way that they prefer to be related to, which is on their time, when they want, which can best be achieved through video. Are you with me? Nice. All right. But why does storytelling work? People buy people. The key to storytelling is, this is not your bio. This is not your resume. And for God's sake, put those awful broker and team stats away. Right? Earlier this year, I learned that the top 20 grossing films of all time by volume in the US all follow what's called a hero's journey. Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars, Minions. The story framework goes like this. You can Google it, but I think it's not that important, so I'm going to buzz through these. So it's the setup, the door opens, more time progresses, turning point and complications, higher stakes, major setback, climax, and then aftermath. And in the first quarter of this year, as a team of 40 agents,
And we were working with our agents to try and create storytime videos for them. It's too freaking hard, right? 6 steps, you kidding? We're realtors. Heyo, right? We're not movie producers. This is your story. It can be your life story, but unfortunately, when we asked our class to video of their life story in relation to real estate, the longest video we received from Ashley was 17 minutes. Phil wanted me to point out she did have some commercial breaks, but that was way too long. We had to sympathize. So when we went to P.E.N.N. in Q3, we heard a gal from Phoenix, her name was Kendra Hall, speak, and she just made it a lot shortened, so we're going to go with that version, and that's for our storytime videos, normal, explosion, new normal as the format. Phil, let's show them what a storytime video should look like.
Today I like to consider myself a family man. My wife had been married for over 10 years. We got 2 boys, a dog, a mortgage. But I got started in real estate before all of this. People always ask me, where are you from? I like to answer, Scottsdale Osborne, because that's the hospital that I was born at. But I grew up with my mom over in Southern California. And my dad lived here and he owned a real estate company, but I never knew what that meant. I had no idea what that business was or what he did. Until one day in 2006, he called and offered me a job at his company. My girlfriend at the time and I packed up our stuff. We were living in LA and moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Agents would come up to me and they would say, hey Phil, text messages, can you show me how to find those? Hey Phil, what's Twitter? Hey Phil, what's this Facebook? And it turned into the best real estate marketing education that I had. Everything was going great. People started calling me the heir apparent of this real estate brokerage. And we had between 750 and 1,000 agents while I was there. In 2011-ish, we sold the company, and this idea of taking over the family brokerage, gone. And I actually started to work for agents on the side to help them with their marketing. And that's when Jeff and I started working together. He hired me for 20 hours a week. And then 3 days later, we moved it to 40 hours a week. And then 3 months later, we became partners. 2012 that we did 25 million. 2016, we did 106 million. And in 2017, we're on pace to do 150 million. So it's been this fun ride, even though the path didn't work out the way that I originally thought.
How do you not love that video? That video is a minute and 43 seconds. We realized that with storytime videos, it's just the catchy points in your story you're trying to capture. And that our audience prefers simple points in our story. Take out the ums, right? Cut them out. Agents get caught up in trying to make this a full-scale production. If I was going to critique Phil, I think now that he's finally practiced enough that he could probably, just reshoot it without so many edits. But other than that, I mean, great video, right, Phil? Yeah. Pretty great video. Yeah. Remember, the goal is that people buy people with storytelling. The goal is to draw your audience in with your strengths and your weaknesses. Storytime videos can be your entire life story, like that one, but it can just be as simple as a single buyer story, or maybe when you help the seller through a turmoil in a transaction. Each can be equally as endearing as the video we watched with Phil. You need to produce a video, a storytime video now. Immediate take-home action point as I speak to you. Then send it to all your leads and friends. Post it on social media. What are you waiting for? Life passes you by, unfortunately. But the time to do video is now. We don't want your future business to keep passing you by because you're using old school marketing. If your business is flat or declining or just getting started, or maybe just not growing fast enough. All right, P.E.N.N.S is the ticket.